Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alyssa if you're new here. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions with all the new drugstore makeup that's been coming out. The drugstore has been having some really awesome stuff coming out lately, and I kind of picked up a whole bunch of it to do a whole look for you guys. And also I just wanted to say, Kathleen Lights, if any of you follow her, she mentioned these Starbucks refreshers drinks, and she's like, they have caffeine in them, but they don't make me as jittery as coffee. And I was like, let me try that. And they are awesome. So if you guys haven't tried them, I would pick them out. She likes the dragon fruit one. This one's a strawberry. I tried the dragon fruit one. That one's good too. But yeah, they're pretty awesome. To get started, I don't have a new drugstore eyeshadow primer at all. So I'm just going to use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that I've had forever. And let me just zoom you guys in and we can get started on the eyes. For the eyes, Revlon came out with these new lookbooks. Colorstay Looks Book Palette. And I picked up the shade Player because it has all these crazy like blue, lime green, and everything like that. The other ones are a little bit more wearable, but I just wanted to see how the formula was, especially with different colors like this. So we'll give this a go. Alright, now that we're nice and close and zoomed in, let me just put the primer on my eyes. These are the shades right here. It doesn't look like they have any kind of shade I can use for a transition, so I'm probably going to have to dip into another palette for that, so let me go grab that. Alright, so this is also kind of new, these 10 pan Wet n Wild palettes here. This is not the main palette I'm going to be using, but I'm going to dip into this top transition shade here since the Revlon one doesn't have any. Alright, next I'm going to take this brown shade right here in the Player palette, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer corners. Okay, I will say this is going on a little bit patchy, and it's kind of hard to blend out. I normally don't have that problem with dark, like brown shades, so this is kind of a little bit disappointing. Let's see how the glitter shades and shimmer shades do. I have a feeling that these are not going to work very well with a brush. I don't normally wet my brush. If something doesn't work on a brush, I generally just use my finger. So let's see. I'm gonna try this dark shimmery green right here, as it kind of matches my outfit today. The other blue ones, they're a little too bright for what I'm wearing today. So let's try it with a brush first and we'll see. Okay, that's going on okay. It's not too bad. I was expecting a little bit worse. Let me see if I use my finger. The only thing is a lot of the gold glitter that's in this shade is starting to just kind of like fall off and flake on my face. I'm just gonna, what I do is I clean up the corners with a makeup wipe before I do the rest of my face. So let me go do that and I'll zoom you guys back out and we'll finish the face. Alright, so I definitely have some kind of grungy 90s makeup look going on right now. The eyeshadows went on okay for a drugstore palette. They're not amazing or anything. I would say it looks like the shimmers in this palette work a little bit better than the mattes, which is kind of unusual. But so far so good. Wet n Wild came out with new primers. I picked up two different, I think it's just the smell that is different for them, but I picked up two different ones. I picked up Cucumber and I picked up Rose. I think I'm just going to use the Rose primer today. They're Wet n Wild Photo Focus Water Drop Primer. So I'm assuming they're going to be hydrating. which I kind of need right now. So you have to say that feels very, very hydrating, and is definitely like tacky. I don't know if it's gonna give me like a dewy glow or anything like that, but it is nice when you have really dry skin in the winter. And I live in Denver, Colorado, and it is super dry here in the winter. So coming from somewhere like Ohio, my skin used to be very oily, and now I'm realizing, okay, I actually need like hydrating primers now. So that actually works pretty good. We'll see how it goes. And then the next that everyone has been talking about is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I got mine in Rose Ivory. And I've heard a lot of great reviews about this, so I'm excited to try it out. Hopefully it's the correct shade for me. And then I'm just going to put it on a sponge. These sponges are from, this isn't a first impression, these have been out for a while, but these are the Sonia Kashuk sponges from Target. And honestly, they're like my favorite sponges right now. So you can get them in like a 2-pack. Oh, it's like watery. Looks about my right shade. Alright, I'm looking a little crazy right now, but this foundation is definitely the correct match, and it is definitely like a satiny, dewy type of texture. We'll see how it wears. It has SPF 25 in it, so that's really nice. I know a lot of people don't like having sunscreen in their products, but for me, it's just one less step of having to put sunscreen and then foundation. So we'll see these. So far, I think I really like it. It's not sitting funny or anything. I wouldn't call it full coverage or anything like that. I think you can build it up, but I just did like a light layer with the blender, and it's you can still see some of my like acne scars peeking out and things like that. Alright, and then for concealer, this isn't super new. You've probably seen a bunch of videos of people talking about it, that it's a dupe for Tarte's Shape Tape. It's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I haven't actually tried this yet, so I'm kind of excited after hearing all the good reviews. The color I got was C3. Here it is. I definitely wouldn't say that it's a dupe for the Shape Tape, because the Shape Tape is super full coverage. You need like a tiny bit. But I really like it so far. It kind of gives you a little bit more of a dewy look than the Shape Tape. The Shape Tape one is very matte, at least on me. So far I think I like it. I don't have a new powder or anything from the drugstore, so I'm just going to use this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder to set my face and my under eyes. I've used it, I really like it, but it's definitely not new. Now to finish up the eyes, I'm just going to take that brown shade again from the Revlon palette and put it underneath my lash line. And just to tell you, I normally don't take longer than 30 minutes on my makeup in the morning. I just don't have time for it. I see a lot of beauty gurus doing like 6, 7, 8 different eye shades. I generally stick to like a transition shade, a main lid shade, outer corner, and then whatever I use in the outer corner, I bring down underneath my lower lash line. So like 3 to 4 shades. I definitely experiment with different like looks that have more shades, but on the daily, I generally only use 3. And for mascara, I have the new L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. It has like this head that bends. So if you put it in, it bends like this. It's supposed to make application easier. We will see. Alright guys, so I zoomed you guys in. Here's the lashes. Honestly, I mean, it's a good formula. I wouldn't say it's my favorite formula. It has this kind of like spiky, sorry, my camera doesn't automatically focus on anything. It's not the full kind of mascara head that I like. It's the spiky kind. The formula is pretty good, but I also don't think that this angle has anything to do with making it easier, personally. I mean, it's a cool gimmick, but I don't necessarily think that it makes putting my mascara on any easier. Now, for the brows, I normally fill my brows in either with a pencil or a pomade, but today I kind of wanted to just test this out on its own. It's the new Maybelline Tattoo Studio Waterproof Brow Gel. I got it in soft brown. Let's see. Oh, it looks like this. And what else is in here? Oh, it comes with this little spoolie, half spoolie brush. Let me see. I don't know why we would need that. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is a little different than brow gels I've seen. It's telling you to remove excess formula from the tip and then have short, smooth strokes starting mid-brow, then fill and blend towards the start of brow. And then blend with the spoolie and let dry for 1 minute. So no, that's kind of blurry, but it's not really like a spoolie tip like the other ones I've seen. So let's see how this goes. Alright, so honestly the application is kind of messy because it doesn't have the spoolie tip already in it. You have to kind of blend it out. I also bought this in a shade way too light for my eyebrows. I bought it in soft brown and it honestly looks like someone that would be like dirty blonde hair color. So that's kind of unfortunate because sometimes when I buy something that says brunette, it's so dark. So I was like, alright, let's just get soft brown, and this is definitely not my shade. So I'm not really into that. I wanted to do comparison of different drugstore tinted brow gels. So if you guys want to see that, just leave me a comment below and I can do that. I have quite a few of them. Moving on to bronzers, Wet n Wild came out with the new shades and new packaging for their Coloricon bronzers. I do have the big older one that's Ticket to Brazil. So I got 2 different shades. This one, Sunset Striptease, definitely looks like it's more of a satin or a matte, and this one, Palm Beach Ready, has like goldish sparkles in it. So I think I'm gonna do the matte one for today. I think I really like these. I knew I liked the formula of the other one. This one isn't too dark for me. It'd probably look even nicer in the summer. I don't really contour all that often. I generally just use bronzer to bronze up my cheeks. And so far I think I really like this one. And then for blush, this is also a Coloricon blush. The formula isn't new or anything like that. They just have new shades. This one's called Keep It Peachy. Alright, so that is way more pigmented than I was expecting. So I'm gonna take another brush and try to blend that out a little bit. Alright, so that's a little bit better. Yeah, so those blushes are very cheap and they're very pigmented, so they're pretty awesome. I have a darker shade that's more like for winter, and this one is definitely going to be good when the summer time rolls around. Alright, Wet n Wild, another one, also came out with these 2 loose highlighting powders. They look super nice. I'm hoping they're kind of like a dupe for the Artist Couture ones that you can get at Sephora. I got I'm So Lit and You Glow Girl. The other 2 are a little bit too deep for my skin tone. I think I'm gonna try I'm So Lit. It's definitely like, it's a golden tone. You Glow Girl looks more of like a pink tone. That is so pretty. Honestly, I mean, I have to try it out more, but I kind of think this is a dupe for the Artist Couture ones. Because when you put it on, it is very blinding right away. And even when I was pouring it out into the cap, it kind of looked like how Artist Couture did. Alright, I am going to set my face. I don't have a new setting spray. I know that Wet n Wild, I think, came out with the same kind as the primers that I mentioned, but this is just their natural finish one that they've had for a while. Alright, and then for lip products, L'Oreal came up with these. They're Rouge Signature Matte Lip Inks, and this is the shade I Explore. Alright, and I think I'm gonna go pop on some lashes. I normally do not wear eyelashes, but with this dark smoky eye, I think it would look nice. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. I actually really like how it turned out. It's very like 90s grunge. So to wrap it all up, my overall thoughts, brow gel, I think that's kind of a pass in my opinion. I think there's easier brow gels to work with. The eyeshadow palette, I think it's pretty good for the price, being a drugstore palette. You get, especially the player palette, you get pretty unique shades. I think that there might be better palettes at the drugstore, like Milani's are pretty good, and Wet n Wild's are pretty good as well. Speaking of Wet n Wild, their primers, I like it so far. My face feels very hydrated, and on top of like the highlighters and the bronzers and the blush, which are all Wet n Wild, those are really, really amazing. I love them. The lip product, it feels really nice. It's not drying out my lips. And a lot of liquid lipsticks do that, especially here, like I said, in Denver, where there is like zero humidity in the air. So far that's pretty good. And if you guys want to see a lip swatch video of all the colors of the L'Oreal lip inks, let me know in the comments below as well. The Infallible foundation, I think it looks really, really nice, honestly. It does give you like a dewy finish, and even though I put a matte setting powder over top of it, you can still see the dewiness kind of peeking out as well. And the concealer, I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, it is, I think it's personally worth the hype. It's not very expensive, and if you're looking for a new concealer, I would probably run to Ulta and go grab this. And then the mascara is like, it's not terrible. I think the Lash Paradise mascara from the drugstore is better. I think L'Oreal also makes that, so I would probably pick that one up instead. And these lashes, by the way, are just Kiss lashes. They're the Lash Couture Faux Mink collection in the shade, it's not shade, Gala. Please subscribe below to see more videos coming out and give it a thumbs up. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.